Batman Arkham Knight is the best Arkham story. Oh boy, that's something I disagree with. And this is by SK. I did leave some nice, helpful comments under his video. So, hope hopefully, he'll take my advice and play some better games. Like there's a ton of games with better stories, like Xenoblade Chronicles, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX. I feel like SK, he's more into the AAA surface level normie stuff, which is fine. I like AAA normie stuff too. But I feel like you need to just dig deeper and, find some better games that have a better story. Like, try some Yakuza Zero, try some Judgment, you know? Anyway, Batman Arkham Knight is the best Arkham story. Now, I actually like Batman Arkham Knight. The gameplay is really, really fun. The graphics are good. The music's good. My only issue with Arkham Knight is that there are some moments where the writing feels pretty bad, and the ending is also pretty anticlimactic and rushed. Like, for example, right after Batman saves the GCPD, he doesn't really have much character interaction with characters like Barbara Gordon. Like, think about it. In Arkham Knight's story, Batman spends most of the game thinking that Barbara Gordon is dead from self inflicted suicide by Scarecrow. And, when he finds out that she's alive and doing well, he doesn't really react that much. I mean, he only spends like maybe a minute or so, being thankful that Barbara's alive. But afterwards, it's just like, oh, yep, that's about it. Anyway, let's just see what he has to say about Arkham Knight's story.
Batman Arkham Knight delivers the best story in the series. It is excellent on just about every level, and I'd go.
Every level. Well, let's look at the levels that we're talking about here. Zaz isn't in the game, despite the fact that he's been a big part of the Arkham franchise as a side character. Uh, they wasted Azrael, the Penguin, one of Batman's biggest villains ever, is reduced to a side quest that's mostly filler. Two Face, who's also one of Batman's biggest villains, is also reduced to a side quest. Now, those side quests are very fun. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, wasting Two Face and Penguin like that, I don't like how Arkham Knight did that. Especially when you hear the thugs constantly talk about how Penguin and Two Face are working together, and then they don't work together at all. They're both very separate. They're doing their own crimes. They don't even have a conversation with each other, one on one in the game. And yeah, that was pretty disappointing. There's also a lot of fake out deaths in Arkham Knight. Like, no main character dies except for Poison Ivy. But even then, with the Suicide Squad game, Poison Ivy's death has been wasted because the Suicide Squad game made her come back to life in like a child form, which is weird and creepy. But even then, when Poison Ivy died, I was like, who cares? This is just a psycho terrorist with a monotonous voice who, wants to kill people, who never shuts up about trees. Oh, we gotta save the trees, Batman. My trees, Batman. So when she died from her sacrifice, I was like, yeah, good riddance. She spent years killing people with poisonous plants and plant monsters. Like, screw you. What else? Oh yeah, I don't like how the game executed Scarecrow. In Batman Arkham Asylum, Scarecrow is actively moving around, sneaky. You could see a cutscene of him like running and whatnot, and I like that. I liked how active Scarecrow was in Batman Arkham Asylum. And what does he do in Arkham Knight? Well, in Arkham Knight, he just monologues and monotones, and he just talks in this very monotonous voice. Oh, Batman, I'm going to scare you. I have the perfect opportunity to kill you, but I'm just going to scare you. Like, he's so stupid. Like, my problem with Arkham Knight Scarecrow is that he's basically Hugo Strange, but whereas Hugo Strange had the excuse of being an old man who has no, powers or no fear gas or whatever, Scarecrow, he just doesn't do anything. I mean, he hits Batman with his fear toxin, cool. But the problem is that despite the hallucinations, Batman is still able to like save the day. He's still able to like save hostages and save the GCPD from Army. And speaking of Army, Arkham Batman and Arkham Knight manages to take down a whole army. despite being under Scarecrow's fear gas. So yeah, there's a lot of problems with Arkham Knight's story. You're just stupid. One problem that I realize SK is doing in this video is that he's using the audio recordings. And the thing is, most players of Arkham Knight aren't going to find out about these recordings because in order to unlock them, you got to collect a bunch of Riddler trophies. And yeah, not everybody has time for that. It's a shame too because these conversations, these audio dialogues, they are pretty cool, but the fact that they're hidden behind like hundreds of Riddler trophies is really lame.
Motivation for the Arkham Knight's desire for revenge isn't revealed until later. It manages to display how poisonous it is to the mind. Arkham Knight grows increasingly obsessive the more he engages with the one he hates the most. The further Batman pushes him, the more he wants the competition, and to prove that he's able to beat him, even at his best.
Alright, so I have a major issue with his argument. He wants the Arkham Knight, Jason Todd, wants Batman at his best. How is Batman going to be at his best when he's under the fear toxin? Wouldn't Batman be at his best if he wasn't stressed out trying to save the city? If he wasn't under the horrible fear toxin hallucination? My problem with the Arkham Knight, is that it could have easily been like a cool boss fight like we saw with Slade in Arkham Origins, but instead they just put him in a tank and make the Arkham Knight a total crybaby.
What's also effective about this are the signs of his instability, which are hinted in the ways in which he reacts to conflict or gets impatient with others.
I had him in my sights. I could have ended his fight there. We have not broken him yet.
Scarecrow is so dumb. Like they're like seriously, there are so many opportunities where they could kill Batman in this game, and Scarecrow's like, we have to break him. Like, shut up, just kill him, man. Like, you pretty much have the whole city. Just kill Batman. If you kill Batman, nobody can save the city.
It will come. Now I've waited long enough. Batman dies tonight.
Well, that's just a flat out lie.
Do you hate him so much? You can never understand.
Alright, just showing all dialogue from the game. Don't care.
Advantages. It provides setup for the way
This together.
Instead of punishing Jason for everything he has done, Batman takes accountability and tries to understand his pain. He wants to fix everything.
That's really nice and all, but that's also really stupid because what Jason did in this game is that he formed an army, and not only did he form an army, but he had that army kill people. Not only did that army kill people, but they commit literal war crimes and mass terrorism by taking over an entire city and making millions of people leave their homes in Gotham under the threat of basically a terrorist bombing. So yeah, Batman trying to be nice here with a crazy murderous terrorist, it doesn't work for me.
So Jason can't pull the trigger. The father figure he knew was sincere from the beginning, and he realizes that the Joker played him the whole time. All he can do is look at himself in shame. He can't bear to look at the people he wronged. He just needs to be alone right now. And in his isolated...
He just needs to be alone right now. Oh yeah, and that's nice after he just had a massive army, kill people and stuff.
reflection, he realizes that the only way he can make up for what he did is to help Batman save the day.
That's so corny. Like, even for superhero cape shit standards, that's just awful. Hey, yeah, I know you did massive terrorism and killed people and stuff, but it's okay. I'll let you save the day. This would be like me stealing SK's car and being like, hey, it's okay, SK. I stole your car, but I have a tragic background story, and I gave it back to you. So yeah, theft is okay. So yeah, this video is pretty long, trying to justify Arkham Knight's horrible story and weak writing moments. And yeah, I'm not going to watch 40 minutes of this because I already know the story and I already know I won't agree with this video. So, bad video, horrible opinions. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, I suggest you go look at some better Batman media. So the thing about SK is that I believe he's part of Gen Z, like late Gen Z, so he probably doesn't know. Like, go watch some Batman TAS, the animated series that has way better writing than this story in Arkham Knight. In fact, I think Joker kidnapping Jason Todd in this game is such an overused trope and gimmick, even by 2015 standards. There's like SK should watch Return of the Joker. That's a fantastic Batman movie. And in Return of the Joker, when the Joker ends up kidnapping Robin, aka Tim Drake, it's way more believable than what Arkham Knight does, because in that movie, Tim Drake actually has PTSD and trauma. Someone with PTSD and trauma doesn't just magically form an army out of nowhere and take over a city. Like, that's just retarded.